thanks for joining me today. I thought I would do a super dark and sexy prom look. And I know most people are going to say, okay, well that's too much for prom, but for me personally, like if I was going to wear a red dress or something like that, I would probably go with a look like this. Also, what this look reminds me of is if you guys watched the Miss Universe pageant, maybe 2 years ago when Miss Mexico won, she won wearing a look just like this. So I think it's very different. It's very smoky and dark for a prom look, but I love it. I think it's sexy, and I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and start with just putting down a base on my eye. That's my skin color, so I'm using the Eve Pearl foundation. This is in the color tan, and this is like the darker color in the tan kit. I'm just going to use a foundation brush. This is just to even out the skin, even though I haven't really done any foundation or concealer yet. MAC Studio Careblend pressed powder. This is in the color medium dark. And while I'm doing my eyes, I've already gone ahead and put on my primer for my face, and I've put on like a little bit of a pore refining treatment by MAC also, which is the Skin Refine Zone treatment, which if I can find, it's right here. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and do is lay down a dark base. So we're going to do Avenue Fluidline by MAC. It is this really pretty like greenish blackish color. I'm just going to put this on with my fingers, just that much. This is extremely emollient, so you want to just use very little. And you don't want to get right in the inner tear duct area because we want that to stay light and bright. I'm not going to really put it above my lid, just a tiny, tiny bit to blend out the edges, but nothing big. Then the two dark colors I'm going to be using, I'm using Darkhorse from the Urban Decay Naked palette right here, and a color from Inglot. It's called AMC 64. You guys can see it's kind of like Avenue but in eyeshadow form. So I'm just going to mix those two together on an eyeshadow brush and pop that onto my lid. The key to this look is being messy and just thick lines everywhere, dark colors. So what I'm going to do down here is make this pretty thick. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a 217 brush and I'm going to take some more Darkhorse from the Urban Decay Naked palette and just kind of blend. What we're doing for this blending though is that we're going to make it like a roundish shape, not a cat eye. So the only way you're going to get a good crease is if you keep your eyes open and really watch what you're doing. So I'm just using Darkhorse. And it's interesting, it's still kind of looking like it's black, but we're not using a black. Then to blend out like this top edge right here, we're going to use the color Smog, also in the Urban Decay Naked palette right here. Definitely one of my most used colors. And we're just going to place it like that. Okay, now it looks kind of harsh, but that's why we're going to go into a clean blending brush and just blend out those edges. Again, but don't draw it back this way because we want it to be kind of rounded. And you want this bottom lash line and your crease to kind of marry. So that's why I'm doing this little number right here, going down here and around. Use a pigment by Sundara Cosmetics. This is called Coal and Diamonds. Glittery color right there. And I'm just going to use a flat, stiff eyeshadow brush. Make sure it is something thin though, like this. I'm going to pick that up, pop it right on top of your lid, but not all the way up top. And then you're going to start also drawing in a crease, like a defined crease. That was just like a blended look, but now you want like a more defined crease, so. I'm going to draw on a little wing right here and kind of blend it in there. And then we're going to go back into the clean blending brush, or, I mean, if you have another one too, that's fine. We're just going to make sure that's all blended together. Then you're going to pick up a highlight color that doesn't have too much shimmer. So for that, for me, I'm going to be using another Inglot color, and that is called 328. It's the one that I always use for all of my highlights. And I'm going to put that onto my brow bone. I'm just using a shade like that, like an eyeshadow brush. Now how high you would take the crease is all dependent on your eye shape. If you have lots of space right here like I do, then of course you can take it high like I have. If you don't have enough space, then of course you would make everything more proportional to the shape that you do have. Then we are going to take a shade stick from MAC. This is called Heirloom. It's just like a silverish pink color. I'm going to put that right into this inner tear duct area. And then we're going to go over that with Sidecar from the Naked palette right here. Then for eyeliner, very simple. I'm just going to use a MAC, the Penultimate felt tip. And draw a tiny, tiny wing right here. Alright, so for my face, I'm going to be using Grafobian's Cream Foundation. This is in the color Desert Sand. As you guys can tell, a pretty good shade match for me. But I do have some discoloration and pigmentation, so I'm going to put that stuff down first, then put on my foundation. So I'm going to be using Makeup Forever's Cream Camoflage in this pink color. I'm just going to dab it onto the areas that could kind of get ashy. I have a whole video on hyperpigmentation. If you guys have that problem, you should check it out. Thanks for watching, you guys. Also, if you want to put on false lashes for this look, that is the perfect thing to do because I think it would be great for a prom look. If you guys wanted to do a red lip, it would be dark on both parts, like your eyes and your lips, but if you guys want to do something like that, feel free. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye!